भगवान की जय। स्वामी विष्णु-देवानंद सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। तिरुवनंतपुरा स्वामी अनंत पद्मनाभ की जय। तिरुपति वासा गोविंदा गोविंदा। पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वामलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओम द्राम ओम गुरु दत्ताय सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्छे नमः। राम रामाय नमः। क्लीं कृष्णाय नमः। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे।
अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं भजे। श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं आनन्दाय ओम नमो भगवते अनंत पद्मनाभाय। ओम नमो भगवते रुद्राय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानंद मूर्तये निष्प्रपंचाय शांताय निरालंबाय तेजसे सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विष्णुमायेति शब्दिता नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा कल्याणाद्भुतगात्राय कामितार्थप्रदायिने श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथाय श्रीनिवासाय ते नमः। गणपतये नमः ओम गं 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 गणपतये नमः सिद्धिविनायक स्वामी की जय। Swamiji, should I sing Narasimha, Prahlad? Ahobila Narasimha, Govinda.
Govinda.
Yoga Narasimha, Govinda.
Govinda.
Venkatagiri Nivasa, Govinda.
Govinda.
Ananta Padmanabha, Govinda. Parvati Pate Hara Hara Smarane Yonde Sarade Govinda Nama Yonde Sarade Govinda Smarane Yonde Sarade Parama Purusharanu Nerade Govinda, Srinivasa Govinda, Venkatanath Govinda, Venkatanath Govinda, Venkataramana Govinda, loudly, Venkataramana Govinda, Venkataharana Govinda, Venkataharana Govinda, Padmanabha Govinda, Padmanabha Govinda, Anantasana Govinda, Anantasana Govinda, Achyuta Ananta Govinda. Just now in London, Pujya Swami Vishnu-devananda Maharaj, Gayatri, Datta, and various other devotees, Sharadananda, we had the Om Shri Ananta Padmanabha Om Shri Ananta Padmanabha Hrishikesha Damodara Hrishikesha Damodara Tiruvanantapura Vasa Vishnu Devaramana Ananta Padmanabha Hari Ananta Padmanabha Om Ananta Padmanabha Hari Hari Ananta Padmanabha Govinda Govinda. Continue. Nigama Gochara Niravayava Hari Nigama Gochara Nitya Nirmala Rama Nitya Nirmala Nishkalanka Hari Bolo Nitya Nirmala Nishkalanka Hari Nirajanayana Pannagachayana Nirajanayana Pannagachayana Ananta Padmanabha Hari Hari Ananta Padmanabha Ananta Padmanabha Hari Hari. Naked master Digambara, as blue as Krishna.
Sukha Brahma, according to Bhagavata, as blue as Krishna, meditating on Krishna, because by birth itself, Sukha Brahma had no body consciousness. Seeing Parabrahma everywhere, all the time. And he was running naked to Himalayan forest, and his own father Vedavyasa, the greatest master with attachment to the sun, was running behind him. My son, where are you going? Such was the realization which Sukha Brahma had. After the realization of this Nirguna Brahma, when he heard from his father, the Saguna manifestation of Narayana Mahavishnu as Krishna Bhagavan, Sukha Brahma's heart was filled with the blue light. He never used to stay in one place. According to I am translating everything from Sanskrit Bhagavatam, Pujya Swamiji wrote, and many sadhakas and pandits here. And Sukha Brahma would not stay in one place even for the shortest duration of milking a cow. Godoha by the Brahma missile, Brahmastra, sent by Ashwathama for the destruction of the Pandava race, seeing the scorching agony around Uttara, Abhimanyu's wife, mother of Parikshita, carrying the child, ran to Krishna, fell at his lotus feet for protection. Krishna assumed the form of a thumb-sized Mahavishnu, and revolving the Gada, the base, round and round the baby in the womb, and seeing the transcendental light, that little child in the womb went on revolving, looking at this light. And he was protected by Vishnu, therefore his name came Vishnu Rata in Bhagavata. And the moment the baby Parikshita was born, the very first thing he was doing was, he was missing that thumb-sized Vishnu. Everywhere he was looking for that thumb-sized Vishnu, holding the mace and protecting him. Because he was doing that, examining that. Examination is called Pariksha in Indian language. Therefore he was called Parikshita, the examining king. He went on looking for that Krishna. Such was Parikshita. Such a good man was overwhelmed by Kali, the evil in Kali Yuga. As he was traveling through the Kuru Jangala countries, he came across this tall, dark person belaboring the mother cow and her son Dharma, the bull. And the Dharma bull's 3 legs were amputated by the demons. In the Krita Yuga, the Dharma stood in 4 legs. He added one L in between. He said, G-O-L-D, gold market, he said. Okay, get out. And since that time, Kali is there where all the common market and all kinds of discussion about money, the greediness, everywhere. And because of those abodes in which he is dwelling and creating this Kali Prabalya, everywhere, God will forgive if you blame God. He would think that this is a silly fellow, he has no brain. God will forgive you. But if you insult a saint, God will never forgive you. That is the Prahalada Charitra, in which we see how that saintly Prahalad was chastised by demon, Hiranyakashipu. And since he began chastising his bhakta, from that time onwards Mahavishnu took the portfolio of Rudra and began growing the claws, which is unusual for the tranquil Sattvic Mahavishnu to do that. He began growing the claws for the destruction of the demon who was insulting Parama Vaishnava, Prahalada. So coming back to the point here, Parikshita, the 8th day, 7th day hence, at my appellation, king of cobras, Takshaka, shall sting him to death. Not even the Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, the Trinity can avoid this predicament. Thus the young sun, Shrangi, like a blazing fire through the water, hurling a curse upon King Parikshita, vibrated and reverberated that curse. As the Devas, the celestials, warned Parikshita, only 7 days and 7 nights are the Ganga Parikrama. You went there to make Ganga into holier. You need not be holier again by going to the Ganga. Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. Saintly people, when they go to Ganga, Ganga mother has a problem of these millions of people in Kumbh Mela coming and bathing and giving all their sins and their all karma to Ganga. And how could Ganga get rid of it? Poetically it is sung that by meeting the saintly people. So Swami Vishnu went to bless Ganga and was blessed by Ganga. By his darshan, he took the trouble, and for me and you it is very easy to have his darshan, is to have all the blessings of Ganga Parikrama for us. And therefore, when Vijayadasa went to Tirupati, there was a big crowd. He had no darshana of Venkateshwara. So he stood up, Mastaki Vandave Pavitra, Mastaki Vandave Pavitra, Eka Janardani Sadguru, Hasi Bhava Sindhu Chataru, Hasi Bhava Sindhu Chataru. Now clap and sing. Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai. Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai. Sivananda Ashram, Jai Jai Swami Vishnu-devananda. Jai Jai Swami Vishnu-devananda. Avadhuta Chintana ki Jai. Thus on the bank of the Ganga, when all the sages Chavana, Gargya, Vasishta, Marichi, Atri, Pulaha, Pulastya, Krutu, Bharadwajadi, Mahamunis were all sitting, and in the midst of that, like a blue from the sky descending down, the blue light Shuka Brahma Digambara, having quarters as his clothes, was walking. Even though he was the youngest Swami, all the oldest, Vyasa, his own father, stood up in giving him that standing ovation, because Jnana is the greatest. What is the age of Prahalada? What is the age of Dhruva? But because of their bhakti, Varusha Karana Valla, Hari Bhajanage, the level which they have reached is so great. Therefore, all Paramahamsas salute to them. That is why everyone stood with great respect to Shuka Brahma, and Shuka Parikshita did the Guru Pada Puja. Pada Puja ya Madiro, Sadguru Gada Pada Puja ya. Brahma for everything says Tathastu, Tathastu, Tathastu. Both Brahma and Shiva, as soon as they were propitiated, whatever boon you ask, they will not have second thought. They just say, so be it, Tathastu. Headache comes to Mahavishnu to take avatara to relieve all these things properly. Therefore, Kanakadasa discusses Hagaya Rige Varavi Varibbaru. Tegaya Lariya. You cannot imagine the joy of Krishnananda from Karnataka here. For the first time he is hearing Kannada. Hagaya Rige Varavi Varibbaru. Tegaya Lariya Kotta Varagala. Wherever virtue subsides, evil prevails. Then Mahavishnu has promised that he will take transcendental body for the protection of the pious, destruction of the demoniac, restoration of dharma. I take incarnation time and again. Accordingly, now Bhagavan Yajna Purusha Yajna Varaha took the form of a colossal Mahavishnu form below with the face of the pig, Varaha. Digging down and going to the Rasathada as the demon of darkness was pulling Mother Earth below. Degenerating, bringing degeneration of all that dharma, destroying all the yajnas. It is there as per the prayer of Narada the Mahamunis, Mahavishnu became the Yajnavaraha and lifted the Mother Earth. You can see that in the painting there, how the entire globe, Mother Earth, he was lifting to the tusk and bringing Tirupati. On the bank of the Swami Pushkarini, Adi Varaha stood there. That was originally his place. Money now, you are Daridra Narayana. And therefore, how can I lease you the land? In Tirupati, this discussion comes in the Bhavishyottara Purana. What is the guarantee you give me for the money when you have no Lakshmi with you? Then Venkateshwara says, when I stay here, I give headache and stomach ache to millions of people. And they come here, shave their head and give all the money to me. And during that time I will make it a rule that before they come for my darshana, they have to first have your darshana and offer the wealth to your hundi and then come to me. Kappa kanike tappu kanike kappagalanu samasta dvipagadinda tarisuva. Kappaganike tappugalanu samasta dvipagadinda tarisuva. Tuppa vogargalane mari sujitadindali hadavagalisu. Ippattu duttige seru ತೀರ್ಥವ ಒಪ್ಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಕುಡಿಸುವ ಸರ್ಪಶಯನ ಶೇಷಗಿರಿಯ ತಿಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ವೆಂಕಟ ವಿಠಲನ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಕಂಡೆ ಕಂಡೆ ಇರಲು ಶ್ರೀದೇವಿಯರ ಕಂಡೆನು ಉನ್ನತದ ಕೌಸ್ತುಭವ ಕಂಡೆನು. He never went to Tirupati. That is the history of India. So even to this day, you can see how Tirupati is the place when allopathy, homeopathy fail. People run to Tirupati. And there 300 barbers will be early morning to shave the head of the people. And all that rich hair of India I saw in Germany and France for the wig of the ladies. And it was all going from Tirupati. Saptagiri Vasa, Govinda! That is the Varaha. And now the demon Hiranyakashipu, seeing the death of his younger animals by any weapons or sword whatsoever. Suradaroraga yakshakindara kim purusha siddha sadhya kuisha ganakali. Means all the divine species and human species and animal species cannot destroy me. Saying this colossal demon who was Jaya, the gatekeeper, as you know. Because of that, to pass maybe the senses he know the way to Vaikuntha. So holding his Sriman Narayana 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 Sriman Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana 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 Hari Narayana 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 Hari Narayana Narayana Swami ki jai. Narada ki Narayana Narayana. Indra, fool, what are you doing? Kayadus, whom is sanctified by Mahavishnu's Parshada, Shankukarna, who has to take avatar as Prahalada. He will bring destruction of the demon Hiranyakashipu and bring Mahavishnu's main avatar as Narasimha for the protection. Therefore, you get back. This is Prahalada. Parama Vaishnava Shiromani, the room of Kayadu. Narada sent Indra and kept the cavity of his right palm above the head of Kayadu. And through her right ear gave the initiation mantra to the baby in the womb. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Dasoham Tava Keshava. Dasoham Tava Keshava. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Dasoham Tava Keshava. Dasoham Tava Keshava. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Dasoham Tava Keshava. Dasoham Tava Keshava. Satyanarayana Bhagavan ki jai. Pujya Swami Vishnu gave this mantra to all of us from the Srimad Bhagavatam, one of the greatest mantra. And thus now that mantra was given to that baby who is in the womb. And Prahalada went on meditating on that Atakshari. And Dasoham Tava Keshava, the total servitude, master-servant relationship with God. In the womb it still premeditated, chanting the holy name. All of us are practicing asana while we are in the womb. That womb asana is called Garbhasana, the womb posture. And there he was very joyfully meditating with Om Namo Narayana. It's the only place where no one is going to trouble you. The demon never understood what this little boy was whispering the mantra. He called all the Brahmanas and gave them dakshina and asked them, Brahma was so afraid of me that he never sent any girl baby to me, all baby boys. All the gods are terribly afraid of me. Halada, Samlada, Anurthada. Now this boy is going to give me the supreme happiness. Therefore let him be named as Prahalada. Thus the demon rolled. But the baby was chanting Om Namo Narayana Soham Tava Kesava. He never heard that. Now as the child Prahalada was growing, he began satsanga. Who will get this bhakti of Narayana? Other than those who have done the practice of this sadhana for many, many millions of lives. As the Bhagavad Gita discusses. Bahunam janmanamante Jnanavan mam prapadyate bolo. Jnanavan mam prapadyate Vasudevah sarvamiti. Samaha with anger as he flew into fury, dashing the boy down on the ground, kicking him left and right, pulling the tuft of his curly hair. The demon challenged him in the midst of that august assembly. Nudiya kelutta surararigalu digadige kemperidudu. ವಿಷ್ಣುವ ಲೋಕವಂದ್ಯನಿಪ್ಪ ವಿಷ್ಣುವ ಏಕ ಚಿತ್ತದೊಳು ಒಲಿದು ಭಾವಿಸು ಸರ್ವಗತನೆಂದು. That Lord who is propitiated by the Vedas and the Upanishads, knowing him to be the father, the mother of the entire creation. Oh my father Hiranyakashipu, go in total surrender to him. ಸಾಕು ಬಿಡು ಬರಿದೆ ವಿಚಾರ ವಿವೇಕವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ತನ್ನ ನೀಪರಿ ಶೋಕ ಜಲದಿಯೊಳದ ಬೇಡಲು ಮುಗ್ಧ. The demon ordered now the Rakshasas to hurl the boy Prahalada from the mountain. Prahalada's bhakti was achala, it is formidable. Sitting, standing, walking, talking. ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ತು ತೋರ್ ಈ ಕಂಬದೊಳಗಿ ಹೊಡೆ ಅಕ್ಷಿ ಗೋಚರಕ್ಕೆ. ಮಾತನಾಡಿಸಿ ಕೇಳಲೇತಕ್ಕೆ ಈತ ತುಕ್ಷಣ ತೋರದಿರ್ದೊಡೆ ಜಾತಕದ ಫಲ ತೀರಿ ತಿಂದಿನೊಳರಿಯಬಹುದೆಂದು. All the time you are talking Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. I went to all the 14 men on a lamp upon the demon, staring at him, and all the innumerable weapons and the swords and the inexhaustible arrows he was exhausting by throwing on Narasimha. Narasimha with his mouth agape swallowed everything like a blazing fire consuming the straw. And finally, like a snake knocking at a rat and lion on a lamb, Narasimha Bhagavan jumped upon the demon and brought him like a prey, and looked at the sun, and the sun, seeing the blazing Narasimha's form, immediately without any more delay set. Sunset time, neither day nor the night. But the demon had the blessing from Brahma. I shall not die during the day or the night. Therefore Narasimha made the sun set. It was neither the day nor the night. And along with the demon jumped on the threshold of the palace, throwing his mountainous body on his thighs. Narasimha Swami looked at his coloss. Lakshmi said, I dare not go in this presence. I am afraid. Then Narada turned to Prahalad. Prahalad, it is for your sake God has done. You are the only one who can make him peaceful and bless all the worlds now. Please, you glorify Narasimha, Ugra Narasimha, to become Shanta Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Prasanna Narasimha. Then all the pain will come to an end of the entire world. Prahalada goes near to Narasimha. A cub of a lion is not afraid of the lion. All others are afraid, but not Prahalada. He went near Narasimha and glorified him. Now everyone join the palms and say this greatest prayer to Narasimha. In this most holy place of Sivananda Ashram, in the most holy presence of Swami Vishnu-devananda Maharaj, in the most holy presence of Ananta Padmanabha, where all the apostles of Swamiji have safely come as per the prayer. The most holy occasion in our lives. Now we glorify Narasimha. Shri Ananta,
Shri Ananta,
Madhusudana,
Madhusudana,
Padmanabha,
Padmanabha,
Narayana,
Narayana,
Jagadvyapaka,
Jagadvyapaka,
Janardana,
Janardana,
Anandaghana,
Anandagana,
Vinasha,
Vinasha,
Abhinasha,
Abhinasha,
Sakala Deva,
Sakala Deva,
Adi Deva,
Adi Deva,
Kripalu,
Kripalu,
Adi Keshava,
Adi Keshava,
Mahananda,
Mahananda,
Mahanubhava,
Mahanubhava,
Sadashiva,
Sadashiva,
Sahajarupa,
Sahajarupa,
Chakradhara,
Chakradhara,
Vishwambhara,
Vishwambhara,
Garudadhvaja,
Garudadhvaja,
Karunakara,
Karunakara,
Sahasrapada,
Sahasrapada,
Sahasraksha,
Sahasraksha,
Sahasrabaho,
Sahasrabaho,
Ksirasagara,
Ksirasagara,
Sheshashayana,
Sheshashayana,
Kamalanayana,
Kamalanayana,
Kamalapate,
Kamalapate,
Kamini Mohana,
Kamini Mohana,
Madanamurte,
Madanamurte,
Avataraka,
Avataraka,
Dharityakshi,
Dharityakshi,
Vamanamurti,
Vamanamurti,
Etri Vikrama,
Etri Vikrama,
Keshavaya Namaha,
Keshavaya Namaha,
Narayanaaya Namaha,
Narayanaaya Namaha,
Madhavaya Namaha,
Madhavaya Namaha,
Govindaya Namaha,
Govindaya Namaha,
Vishnave Namaha,
Vishnave Namaha,
Madhusudanaya Namaha,
Madhusudanaya Namaha,
Trivikramaya Namaha,
Trivikramaya Namaha,
Vamanaya Namaha,
Vamanaya Namaha,
Sridharaya Namaha,
Sridharaya Namaha,
Rishikeshaya Namaha,
Rishikeshaya Namaha,
Padmanabhaya Namaha,
Padmanabhaya Namaha,
Damodaraya Namaha,
Damodaraya Namaha,
Sankarshanaya Namaha,
Sankarshanaya Namaha,
Vasudevaya Namaha,
Vasudevaya Namaha,
Pradyumnaya Namaha,
Pradyumnaya Namaha,
Aniruddhaya Namaha,
Aniruddhaya Namaha,
Purushottamaya Namaha,
Purushottamaya Namaha,
Adhokshajaya Namaha,
Adhokshajaya Namaha,
Narasimhaya Namaha,
Narasimhaya Namaha,
Narasimhaya Namaha,
Narasimhaya Namaha,
Narasimhaya Namaha,
Narasimhaya Namaha,
Achyutaya Namaha,
Achyutaya Namaha,
Janardanaya Namaha,
Janardanaya Namaha,
Upendraya Namaha,
Rupendraya Namaha,
Haraye Namaha,
Hare Namaha,
Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha,
Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha,
Om Namo Narayanaya,
Om Namo Narayanaya,
Dasoham Tava Keshava,
Dasoham Tava Keshava,
Dasoham Tava Keshava,
Dasoham Tava Keshava,
Narasimha Tava Dasoham,
Narasimha Tava Dasoham,
Narayana Hari Dasoham.
Narayana Hari Dasoham.
Thus boy Prahalada perambulated, circumambulated, glorified him, the greatest Stutra, and fell at the feet and wrote Valmiki and Veda-vyasa's scriptures, 4 Vedas, 6 Shastras, 18 Puranas, 108 Upanishads. In all these things, in all kathas, this is the only one time where the Lord Almighty of the universe told his devotee, Prahalada, Kshamasva, Kshamasva. Narasimha says, Prahalada, forgive me, my son. I should have appeared to you long ago. I came so late for you. please forgive me. And all the devas began crying, seeing the greatness of Bhakti. Bhakti Priyo Madhava. God is attracted by Bhakti. No matter what you do, He is not attracted by anything else other than surrender. Seeing this act of surrender, that Ugra Narasimha became Prasanna Narasimha and was asking Prahlada, forgive me. And he is telling, I have 5 kinds of mukti with me. Any parameshtya, any kind of creatorship of the whole universe, I am ready to give you my life. I have Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sarshti, Sayujyadi muktis. As I came so delayed in the protection of you, anything you wish, the same shall be given unto you. Ask of me. Prahlada with joint palms says, Prabhu, Narasimha, I am not afraid of your ferocious lion face, but I am afraid of your Maya. That you may tempt me, asking for some other loka, some other name and fame, other than this devotion, the bhakti which I have for your lotus feet. I am afraid of your Maya, that I may be tempted to ask something else other than your love. Hey Antaryami, Mahaswami, Ya Priti Ravivekahanam, that undying love with the non-discriminating have for the pleasures of the senses of the world. My God, give me that undying attachment only to your lotus feet. All the Mahatmas of India and Swami Vivekananda in his Bhakti treatise and Sivananda Swami, they have written this is the best definition of Bhakti given by Prahlada. The undying attachment with the non-discriminating have for the pleasure of the senses. Give me the same undying attachment, not towards Nashvara, the impermanent, but towards you, Ishvara, the Lord of the universe. Narasimha smilingly says, Prahlada, you already have it. I need not give that boon to you. You already have it. You made all the gods to appear before you and made me to leave Vaikuntha to be in this diamond court pillar. Your bhakti is such. I need not give it as a boon. You have that bhakti with you. As I am asking you to any padavi, any position, here or hereafter, including 5 kinds of mokshas, Prahlad, repeatedly I requested you to ask, but you are not asking, other than bhakti. But you have called me here to appear before you. And therefore, as you called me, at least for my sake, Narasimha, only your father, your 21 forefathers, Trisaptavihi Putaha, your 21 forefathers have already reached Vaikuntha, the kingdom of heaven. What to speak about just your father? That happened not by my grace, but by your being a bhakta. In any family, one Bhagavata is born, one saintly son or daughter is born, his entire family is resurrected. Prahlad, even in that case, to give moksha to your earthly father, I had no chance. Because of your bhakti, they all attained moksha automatically. And you have no other desire other than my love, my bhakti. Now what shall I do? Narasimha says, I have already come as Narasimha Avatar. I have to bless someone. Therefore, let me bless all these devotees hereafter who would listen to your story, Prahlada. This is what Bhagavatam says. Narasimha said, as you do not crave for anything other than my love which you already have. And for your father's soul, I need not give moksha, 21 forefathers, attained by the virtue of your devotion. let me bless all the devotees in this world who listened to Prahlada, your story, and my Narasimha Avatara Katha. I dwell in their home. The roof of their home shall never fall. I dwell in their heart. Never again their heart's door will close. I will bless their family, their children, grandchildren, that nation. Pavitrate kula pavanate desha jete hariche dasa dharma gheti. Kulam pavitram janani kritartha vasundhara punyavati chatena. Blessed is the family. Blessed are the couple who gave birth. Blessed is the nation which gave birth to such saints. Thus, those who listen to my katha, they will have my paripurna kripa. Swami Vishnu, Swami Shivananda, Govinda. Thus, all the devas glorified Prahlada Varada, Narasimha Swami, getting Mahalakshmi as per the prayer of Prahlada. Matte Shri Lakshmi, Uradolu Oppuva Ninna Muruthiyannu Nillisu. Along with the Sampati Bala DJ Hatse. Swamiji will do one minute. Give him the hand of Swami Vishnu. One by one, other Swamis come into the arti now. Gayatri. Atmananda. Amma Sharmaji, happy to meet. One by one, all the Swamis come and do the aarti now. Swami Shivadas, stand in line, please. Those who have served Swamiji, today is Aarti day. Well, Dattatreya also. Me Jai Jagadish Hare योजितं मया ग्रहण मंगलम दीपम त्रैलोक्य तिविरापः. Now all the 7 apostles of Swamiji do the aarti to Swamiji now. Right now. It's the right time to do that. Durgananji, take over. Bring everybody, all the 7 together. Shankarananji, please. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Do the aarti. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Give to Kartikeya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Give to Mahadev. Madhavanji. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Shanmukaranji. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. 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 Om Namo Chandraji Sivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. Bhagavan ki Guruvani. Om Bhagavate Vishnu-devananda. Sivanandaya Bhagavan ki Jai. Everyone receive the aarti now and touch your eyes. Tvameva Mata Jagita Tvameva 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 Vacha Manasendriya Bhurya Manava Prakriti Svabhava Karomi Adya Sagala Parasmai Narayanaiti Samapayami Sarvaman Vijaya Mamekam Sharanam Praja Aham Tva Sarvavekyo Mokshayasya Mamasuja. Om Namo Narayanaaya Dasoham Tava Keshava. Om Namo Narayanaaya Dasoham Tava Keshava. Om Namo Narayanaaya Dasoham Tava Keshava. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्या परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण मही महीषाः ओम ब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। अनंत पद्मनाभ स्वामी की जय। जगद्गुरु शिवानंद स्वामी की जय। जगद्गुरु विष्णुदेवानंद स्वामी की जय। सब साधु संतन की जय। हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर। Thus
I went
is.
to, I went to a Hobalam. Narasimha. Lakshmi Narasimha. Home of Narasimha, home of Narasimha. Ugra Narasimha and Lakshmi Narasimha. And Prahalad Narasimha. And today, the function. Sant Kesavadas' story, Katha. My day is coming close. Waiting for Narasimha to come and take me away. I'm very happy to hear the story. I forget my troubles. With Prahalad's story. The Harikatha. Takes my troubles away. So I'll definitely come to Bangalore. To go to. He's leaving tomorrow, Swamiji will have to follow him in a couple of days. We're saying we'll go together. Swamiji was saying we'll go together, but I'm just telling him you're leaving tomorrow.
I will
so
make
we'll
all
have to
preparations. I will make all. So now we can all do the Vittala Abhisheka. That is the highest with his own hand to have the Abhisheka. It could be any day, 18th, 19th or 20th. Because 21st Swamiji has made me to fly to London. 22nd I have to sing Sharadananji has announced there already. And then I am going to America. Therefore, before 19th, 18th or 19th, if Swamiji arrives on 19th, 20th we can have the inauguration. Whichever day convenient. Just one, it's 45 minutes flight from here, Trivandrum to Bangalore.
Swamiji saying we'll go by train or plane.
Yeah, right, whichever. We will make all arrangements there to receive. And all arrangements.
Go by train? Okay, so
Yes.
we'll arrange.
Yes.
A bit overnight.
We will see the calendar and fix the date. So I will make all arrangement to receive everybody. And that is the most auspicious of all. That's what is yesterday Ananta Padmanabha made me to write the 9 songs in this. And he promised that definitely Swamiji will come, you go ahead and write.
He's very happy. From Gurudev's mission. Spread all over the world. Gurudev's mission. EBM. EBM came from all over. Sivananda didn't want to come before. Even he came. So we'll go by train. Prahalad will organize. First train before Sant Kesavadas.
3:30 a.m. 3 times striking. Get up and write. One song I wrote here. Neyyer Dam Sivananda Ashramadalli ಮುಂಜಾನೆಯ ಹೊತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅನಂತ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಡು ರಚಿಸು ಎಂದು ಅಪ್ಪಣೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತೆಯೇ ಕೇಶವದಾಸರು ರಚಿಸಿದ ಕೀರ್ತನೆ. And then it continued, ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ನಿನ್ನ ದಾಸನು ನಾನಯ್ಯ ಇಂದಿರೆಯ ರಸ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಕುಂದನೆನಿಸದಿರು ಕಂದ ನಿನ್ನವ ನಾನು ಆನಂದ ಸಿಂಧುವೆ ಮಂದರಾದ್ರಿದ ತಟ್ಟಿ ಎಬ್ಬಿಸಿ ಎನ್ನ ಮುಂಜಾನೆಯ ವೇಳೆ ವಿಠಲ ಬರೆಸಿದೆ ಕೃತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅಭಯ ಕರುಣಿಸಿದೆ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅನಂತ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ. ಭಾರಿ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ನೀನು ಭಾರತದೊಳಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮೂರು ಬಾಗಿಲ ದರ್ಶನ ನಿನ್ನದು. In this, such a big murti you are to be having darshan in 3 doors. How can you get up from that temple and come here? You enter into Sivananda Kutir, such a big murti. It was the ತೀರವಾರಿದಿಗಳು ಮಲಗಿಯ ಅನಂತ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಎಂತು ಬಂದೆಯನ್ನ ಎಂದು. So here you are in a reclining posture and there Ananta was telling Ananta Padmanabha, here I am reclining, there I am standing and I am sending Swami there. ತಿರುವನಂತಪುರದಿ ಶಯನ ಮುದ್ರೆ ಹಿಡಿದು ಹರಿಣೀನೇ ವಿಶ್ವಶಾಂತಿ ಆಶ್ರಮದಿ ಗುರುತರ ವಿಶ್ವವಿಠಲನಾಗಿ ನಿಂದಿಹೆ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿನಗೆ 3 ಲೋಕದೊಳಗೆ. These 9 kirtanas are dedicated here. You came from Delhi, they came from Bombay. Okay. Same place. After seeing the diary,
to the hall, I thought something was going to happen, but then I said, well, in front of the gun, I'll pick up a dhanush. Turn around. And his brother, the Lakshmana, yet obedient, angry but obedient. Sita, soft, the golden deer. Sita looks at the golden deer and she tells Ram to get me the skin over the golden deer. She. In Punjab, but in Amritsar it happened when I went, and that was my first station to take entry in Punjab. And I was a bit confused because everyone was telling me that don't go because there was an encounter a previous day only, and there was a bomb, and many people died in that explosion. So I was made to stay just few furlongs to that area where the bomb explosion took place, and many people died. And yes, now he's absolutely fine.
Should I stop with the family? Is that what you're going to say?
and Swami Vishnu-devananda will try to check up. Vishnu-devananda in Trivandrum, he'll check up on the lunch.
John is died.
John is trying, yes. Okay.
Swamiji, I wanted the dates which I gave you.
The dates I didn't have time to check out the spot. Now remember, it's
Or you can tell me even in Bangalore.
31st.
Actually, Delhi is in a sort of viral fever and deployed in
Afternoon.
that is why
So far,
from there I
Sant
came.
Kesavadas should be
I
here.
don't know
Then we
when I was
continue.
there while I was sitting in
Okay,
the
can exhale.
Program 7 in the
During the en route between
January
US
31st,
stops
Grand
London,
Center program.
between Canada
In
and
the
the
afternoon,
the
US.
garbage with
4,
the
5,
tablet which I was taking
Capital
was
Tanks.
healing. I was leaving Delhi that I already
Nanda, you can exhale.
Okay, everybody please take your seats so they can serve the breakfast.
First, there's a flight.
One is waiting.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what time.
We go. I guess staff down here.
There is a flight from Iran.
Maybe you have to give him a drip. He's getting dehydrated.
When is the Madras program?
Okay, that's what I'm fixing.
One day the flight
He's very weak.
Iran.
Swami's magnificent.
When is the last program in Trivandrum?
Okay.
Monday.
Monday on.
I must have carried it.
In case it is.
Stealing your pen there.
Promotion pictures.
From the church it was 10,000 something.
Gayatri, you can sit down too also. You can look at the camera. Where he has to find out the flights. So we can get flights from
Or
there.
otherwise you can call me from there. I'm going to be in Delhi. I'm going to.
I had to send the fax back. Did you get the second fax?
Yeah. Conrad will take you with all of the girls.
Swamiji is going to Ananta Padmanabha.
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Brahma Baram, Brahma Hari, Brahma Agno, Brahma Nudam, Brahmevadena Gandavyam Brahmakama Samadhina. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sadguru Sivananda Maharaj Ki Jai.
Swami Vishnu-devananda Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Shiva Shara.
Next time someone tells you to eat, you can just play the video.
Nobody's seen me eat before. What is this? What's that?
This is a rare occasion over
What
here.
is this?
Yes.
It's a momentous occasion.
Well, I should have had a introduction name, but I got a boy's name.
Oh yeah, it was your birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday.
Yes, your
11.
birthday a few days
Awesome.
ago. Happy birthday.
Married Satyabama. Ah. Your uncle married Satyabama. Okay. Picture.
Maybe also take the other camera.
All cameras together.
Swami Shivadas, can I give you this one too?
Sure.
Just press the button.
Sure, I can always get my camera out. Mine's gone to retirement.
Is that right?
Yes, it's here.
Ladies, she's here.
Like Val Morin.
All the 9 bhajans are composed here, Swamiji, at the Sivananda Ashram.
Yes, smile please.
Make sure you get everyone.
Swami Shanmukh 1.
Good, good. This is a rare thing.
Anantarupa Anantanama Anantapadmanabha Anantasana Achyuta Ananta Adbhuta Mahima Apraveya Hari
Om.
Anantapadmanabha
You have to look at the camera.
Anantapadmanabha
Can't smile any longer. Teeth are getting cold.
Akhila Vishwarupa Anantan Nikhila Vishwarupa
Okay.
Take one more.
Akhila Vishwarupa Anantan Nikhila Vishwarupa
See the camera.
Sakala Kala Paripurna Gunarnava Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda
But they're borders. Because everyone gives them too many borders.
200 boats, each manned by 100 youthful and experienced fishermen, be made ready. Having issued this command, Guha added, should Bharata be well disposed to Rama, his army may cross the Ganges today to in safely. At these words, the sovereign of the Nishadas, Guha, taking a gift of fish, flesh, and honey as offerings, directed his steps to where Bharata was. Seeing him approach, the son of the charioteer, conversant with the fitting time and place, humbly informed Bharata, saying, this lord, surrounded by 100 of his own people, is fully acquainted with the forest of Dandaka, and is an old friend of thine elder brother. O Kakucha, let Guha, the king of the Nishadas, be admitted in audience to thee. Without doubt he knows where Rama and Lakshman are to be found. Hearing the words of Sumatra, Bharata answered joyfully, introduce Guha to me without delay. Gratified by this invitation, Guha, escorted by his relatives, approached Bharata, and bowing to him said, this place is well provisioned, and though thou hast not taken us by surprise, we place it at thy service. Regard this place as thy own domain. There are roots and fruits gathered by the Nishadas themselves, as also fresh and dried meat, and all the produce of the forest. I pray thee allow the army to rest and refresh itself tonight. Tomorrow, furnished with all thou couldst desire, with thy troops thou canst continue thy journey.
Just a break and bring the plastic bottles so they're finished.
Drinking water.
Yeah.
Plus tea is coming already.
Okay. Thank you, Swami Govinda.
Thou hast fulfilled all my desires and hast welcomed my large army. Having addressed Guha in these courteous terms, the illustrious and blessed Bharata questioned him as to what path to follow, saying, which path will be led me to the hermitage of Bharadvaja? This country, watered by the Ganges, has dense thicket and banks are marshy and not easy to negotiate. On this prudent inquiry from the prince, Guha, who was acquainted with all the ways and accessible parts of the forest, with joined palms answered, O valiant prince, experienced and disciplined servants shall guide thee, and myself shall accompany thee. Yet thy great army fills me with apprehension. Hast thou, perchance, come with the intention of harming Rama, of immeasurable exploits. Hearing this speech of Guha's Bharata, whose soul resembled the stainless heaven, answered in a gentle voice, "That from me be such a sinful thought, of which thou shouldest never have suspected me. In truth, Raghava, my eldest brother, is a father to me. I am going to bring back Kukuta from the forest where he dwells. I have no other intention, O Guha, I speak the truth." And thereupon Guha, his face once more assuming a serene look, answered joyfully, "Be thou blessed. I do not see thy like on the earth. Thou who wishest to renounce the empire thou didst acquire without effort. Assuredly thy fame will live forever, thou who wilt rescue Rama from his fearful plight." As Guha was and retired to rest with Shatrugna. But the thought of Rama saddened the heart of the magnanimous Bharata, whose only purpose was to fulfill his duty, and, as in a forest a hollow tree is consumed by hidden fire burning within its cavity, so did this searing grief consume him, and the perspiration poured off his limbs as snows falling on Himavat melt in the solar rays. The son of Kaikeyi was crushed by the weight of that mountain of misfortune, its cares and anxieties, its rocky caverns, its groans and sighs and forests, resembled a bull driven from the herd. Then that valiant warrior Bharata, racked by his sorrowful reflections, with his escort sought out Guha, who little by little was able to reassure him regarding his elder brother.
Mighty Bharata, saying, "Vigilant, crowned with every virtue, armed with his bow and excellent arrows in order to protect his brother at all times, such is Lakshmana. But thou art used to comfort, O virtuous, watch over Rama's safety. Assuredly, none in the world is so dear to us as he. I hope to acquire great renown in the world and also the full reward of duty fulfilled and the fruit of true interest and legitimate pleasure. My dear friend, while Rama is sleeping by Sita, I will watch over him bow in hand with my kinsmen. Nothing escapes my observation in this forest in which I wander continually. We are even able in combat to resist an army composed of 4 divisions. O Guha, behold the one who is able to resist the gods and the Asuras combined, now stretched on the grass with Sita, obtained through great austerities and many mortifications."
To my mind, the beautiful Sita must have slept with the jewels on his bed, for I see some particles of gold that have fallen here and there. Undoubtedly Sita removed a cloth here, or scattered about some threads of silk glisten. Without doubt, the bed of her lord is always sweet to a woman, and though Maithili is young and unfortunate, yet, however delicate she be, she would experience no suffering. Alas, I am worthy of death, I am not but a barbarian. I am the cause of Raghava sharing such a bed with his consort as though we were a beggar. He who was born of a race that rules the whole earth, to whom the 3 worlds owe their prosperity. How is it that whose complexion resembles the blue lotus, whose eyes are slightly red, charming to look upon, who does not merit misfortune and should have his share of felicity, Raghava, should have to sleep on the earth? Assuredly, Lakshmana is fortunate and is blessed to destiny, since he, in the time of adversity, has accompanied his brother Rama. All Vaidehi's desires are certainly fulfilled, who has followed her consort to the forest. But suffering is our lot, we who are bereft of the magnanimous prince. The universe is without a guide. It seems to me to be a desert, since Dasharatha has ascended to heaven and Rama is living in the forest. None, even in thought, desires the earth which is he who is banished on the forest protected with his strong arm. Without guards to watch over the ramparts, having neither chariots, horses, nor elephants, its gates without keys, bereft of its defenders, denuded of its happy army, plunged in desolation, exposed that royal city will be shunned like poisoned food, even by the foe. From today, I, too, shall sleep on the earth or on the grass, living on the roots and fruits, my locks matted, wearing robes of bark. For the rest of his exile, I shall cheerfully dwell in the forest, so that the vows of this noble hero shall not have been made in vain. While in my brother's interest I dwell there, Shatrugna shall bear me company, whilst Lakshmana, my brother, will protect Ayodhya. Kakuktushta will be enthroned in Ayodhya by the twice born. May the gods grant that my desires may be realized. Should Rama not acquiesce to my respectful appeals, I shall follow in his footsteps in the forest. He will not be able to refuse me this grace.
Bharata and his followers crossed the Ganga. Having passed the night in that place on the banks of the Ganga, the descendant of Raghu, Bharata, rising at dawn, said to Shatrugna, "Rise, O Shatrugna, why sleep longer? Go speedily and seek out the king of Nishadas, Gua, and be happy. Let him convey the army across the river. Sleep eludes me, I cannot rest, for I think continually on the illustrious Rama." "Be it so," replied his brother Shatrugna, waking, and at that moment, when those two lions among men were conversing thus, Gua came there, and with joined palms addressed Bharata, saying, on hearing the voice of their sovereign, "Assemble 500 craft from every quarter, and some with large bells were marked with the swastika and magnificently decorated, carrying flags, and were both solid and well equipped. One of these craft, also adorned with a swastika, was covered with white canvas, echoing with acclamations and extremely sumptuous, which Gua himself brought there. And he caused Bharata, Shatrugna, who was full of valor, Kausalya and Sumitra and the other councils of the king, to board it. First came the priests and spiritual preceptors and Brahmins, so as also the women of the palace, thereafter the chariots, and the opposite shore the people disembarked, and Gua's friends and servants, on their return journey, played diverse tricks with their craft. With their hodas, the elephants, goaded on by their mahouts swimming across the river, looked like winged mountains, and some went by boat, others with the aid of rafts, to visit Bharadvaja, that illustrious rishi.
Vaja. That bull among men, and he offered them both water to wash their hands and feet, as well as fruits. Thereafter the sage, acquainted with the traditions, inquired of each of them concerning their welfare and their relatives, and subsequently, if all were well in Ayodhya, with the army, the treasury, friends and counsellors. But, knowing Dasharatha to be dead, he did not speak of the king. Thereupon Vasishtha and Bharata in their turn inquired if all were well with the sage personally, his sacred fires, his disciples, the trees, deer and birds in the Kaushalya, born of Kaushalya, for the increase of her happiness, he who with his brother and his consort have been exiled to the forest for a long period, that hero who is full of glory, through the intrigues of a woman was condemned to dwell in the forest for 14 years by his sire. Dost thou perchance seekst to harm that irreproachable prince and his younger brother, in order to enjoy the throne without hindrance? I have nothing with which to reproach myself. Do not charge me thus. I do not approve of what my mother has done in this matter. I am not pleased with her, nor am I implicated in any way. full of affection, I have come to bring back that tiger among men to Ayodhya and to prostrate myself at his feet. Now that thou art aware of the purpose of my journey, grant me a favor. O Blessed One, be pleased to tell me where Rama, the Lord of the world, is to be found. Requested likewise by Vasishta and the other priests, the Blessed Bharadwaja answered Bharata in affectionate tones, saying, O tiger amongst men, it is no wonder to find in thee, or the issue of the Raga race, a dutiful regard for thy spiritual preceptor, self-control, and attachment to men of virtue. I was aware of thy purpose, but desired to confirm it, and it is on this account that I questioned thee in order to increase thy fame immeasurably. I know where the virtuous Rama, who is accompanied by Sita and Lakshmana, is to be found. Thy brother is living on the Chitrakuta mountain. Tomorrow thou shalt go there. Today with thy counselors stay here. Grant me this pleasure, O supremely virtuous prince, thou who understandest legitimate interest and desire. Thereupon Bharata of noble bearing, who was extremely handsome, answered, willingly, and the son of the king resolved to pass the night in the hermitage.
She has her glasses already.
Swamiji, Bhavani just.
The miraculous entertainment offered to Bharata by Bharadwaja. Seeing he had resolved to spend the night at that place, the sage prepared to offer Bharata, the son of Kaikeyi, the full honors due to a guest. Then Bharata said to him, Hast thou not presented me with water to wash my hands and feet, and made me welcome in a manner fitting for a guest in the forest? But Bharadwaja, smiling, said to him, I know thee to be pleased with whatever is offered there, yet I desire to entertain thine army, O bull among men. Allow me this satisfaction. Why didst thou leave them at a distance when coming here? Why didst thou not bring them with thee, O warrior? Then Bharata, with joined palms, answered that ascetic, I wish to fulfill the duties of a host. May thou furnish me with the means to do so. Let the rivers which flow towards the east, and those which from waves of Maria, others of delicious Sura, and some fresh and cool of the taste of sugarcane. I invoke the Devas and the Gandharvas, Vishvasu, Haha, and Huhu. May the Apsaras, as also the Devas and the Gandharvas, come hither from all regions. I invoke all the fair women attendant on Brahma and Indra, Vitachi, Vishvachi, Mishrakshi, Alambusha, Naragata, Hema, Soma, Adrikitastali. I summon them all, and also Tumburu. Let them come hither beautifully adorned. I summon the divine